Hey, good morning, Miss Miles. Good morning, folks. Well, today is Friday, May the 2nd, and it's 0610. Yeah, I don't know what's coming up behind me, man. God, just playing with it. TV. He doesn't seem to be serious. Yeah, I'm gonna go open up the windows. Yeah, we lock them from the inside, but it's easier just to do my walkabout and around the around the house and just open them up. If you don't open them up all the way and for some freakish reason there's a breeze, it slams them shut. So I just open them up like this. Takes 2 minutes of my day. Yeah, I use the knives sometimes, man. My fat fingers can't get into it. See how I open them up all the way? Yeah, we close them at night when we're going to bed and open back up in the morning. Now I'm usually out here earlier than this, but trying to get things done and I ain't getting nowhere, man. It's just, it gets frustrating, you know. And that's it. It gets frustrating. I try, when I'm talking to them on the phone, I really try not to tell them where I'm at. I try really hard. Because it seems like they're at, when I tell them all that I'm over 6,000 miles away from the United States, it seems that their attitude changes and it's like they don't care, man. I don't know. The things I'm trying to get done, to try to avoid going back from the States, and it ain't working for me. Yeah, we haven't got no showers or anything yet, but you know, who cares? Alright, man, I'll talk to you later. Well, Miles and myself, we're gonna try the ATM thing again today. Today's still Friday. And that's all we're gonna do, because Miles says we don't need anything from any of the stores, so we'll go there and see what's going on. Still no rain. Weather guessers are saying it's gonna rain. I don't see nothing.
Maribel says yesterday is
Hey.
They got rain.
They did in the Psalm?
Yeah.
Well, at least, well, they have a lot. They always get rain. Unfortunately, they have a lot of flooding.
A little bit cooler.
Of course, when it rains, it kind of cools things down for a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially the roof. If the rain ain't hot. They did a really good job cleaning this up.
Yeah.
There was a house here a couple of weeks ago. It's gone. It had better days, man. So I guess they finally decided to knock it down. I would say it was unsafe to live in. How about you? You think it was unsafe to live in? It was the one that was leaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unsafe. I don't care who you are.
Those people who don't have any shelter, they can do to stay in here in there. But maybe they knocked down and built them.
Yeah, I mean some don't have any choices, man. Either that or nothing, you know. But they had that house down in what, a couple of days. It was made of bamboo.
Yeah.
It was a bamboo house.
Stay.
Huh?
It's nice to stay here.
Yeah.
Bamboo.
Yep. I'm just hoping The ATM is up and running, man. Well, it was up and running yesterday with a 10-minute delay between each transaction. I ain't dealing with that. Yeah. If there's a long line there, it's not. Yeah, it's a land bank ATM.
Same item.
Well, how do we don't know. Yeah, I've been told the municipality would call them and say, hey, you know, whatever's going on with this ATM. They ignore it. That's good.
Nakapila ka, anak? Nakapila ka?
Let's not get our hopes up too much. Wasn't working yesterday.
Ha? Mabait?
Still not working?
10 minutes before.
10 minutes.
It was like that yesterday. Why don't they fix it?
I don't know.
Why don't they fix it? Bad customer service, right? They just don't care. They don't
You
care.
wait here?
10 minutes. He's got to do it.
Yeah. He's gonna do it. How
Miles.
many times? 5?
It's just you all could say what you want, man. It's just
How many
annoying when people just don't care. You know what I mean? They just
Every
they
10
don't.
minutes,
You're
every
vlogging, sir?
Yeah.
every transaction, 10 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah. You make a transaction, then you got to wait 10 minutes. Then make another transaction, wait 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
They should fix it.
Well, I'm next in line. This is what you get. That's what you get. And it takes 10 minutes for it to reset itself. It's crazy, man. Well, yeah, let's see if she gets. I'm not gonna video her.
How much you pay
10.
them? The guy while I got 20,000.
Yeah, the guy got 10,000 out of it too. He did it twice. We might end up going to Batak tomorrow. Let's see. I'm not gonna video her doing it. No, because that's her privacy. That's her privacy. But I just want to see that. Yep.
Hey! 10,000 lang kasi.
10,000 lang ka.
10,000.
Maximum amount sir is 10,000.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Oh.
Hindi lumabas?
Maging ma-remorse sir the day
How much did she-
withdraw na. So 10,000 man lang.
Man in withdraw na.
Alright.
10,000 man lang.
Let's go.
Kita ko yun to DJ, pa-check yung
Balance yun.
balance ni DJ
No,
Bang.
napawasan.
Miles, come on, let's go.
Ito pa-check.
I don't know what the deal is, man. I got the money in there, believe me. I don't know. I know I had the money in there. I just got paid at the first of the month, so it's all in there. You know? All right, man, I'll talk to you all later. Well, we went back to the ATM, man. It just wasn't sitting right with me because the person who went after me after the 10 minutes, they got the money out, and I was like, okay, why did they give them, oops, why did they give them their money and they didn't give me mine? Don't make no sense. So I went back, you know, waited my half hour. And we got the money. Yeah, and also Miles is gonna call the bank, land bank, and say, hey, your ATM at Badak is all messed up. You need to come fix it. We'll see how long it takes. How long do you think it'll take for them to come out and look at it? Huh?
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah. So we're on our way back home. Hey, let's turn down that way. Take a right here at this road. It's always starting to get warm, man. What's wrong? Nothing. Look. Long. Yeah, we'll go down. I'll go down this way again. Well, as you all have seen, I got the money out at the ATM. It was a scare the first time, but it was resolved very quickly. Now, what I do is, man, is every first week, the first, the second, the third of the month, I'll sit down and I figure out, okay, I got to divvy out the expenses for this month, okay? As far as food and whatever, that's 4,000 pesos a week. So what I do is that's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, okay? That's for 1 week. $1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Now this money goes towards whatever. Miles needs something, you know, with the exception of different things, but they got 1,000, 2,000. And I have some extra money in here, but I'm gonna before I break, I don't know what that's for. I'll find out here in a second. I found an extra couple things of 500s. I'm gonna use it. Carry it over from last month to this month. Okay. That's 2,000. Still ain't got enough. It's 1,000. 2,000. 3,000. 4,000. Remember, that's a week for the food. When we go to the market. And I need one more because there's 4 Mondays in the month of May. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. $1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Oh, almost put an extra 5 in there. All right. This money doesn't get lent out. It's not given to anybody. Yeah, I got four bundles of 4,000 pesos. All right. That's for the month of May. And I keep it separated See, I'm not worried about people seeing anything because all my money and everything is under lock. They'll never get into it, okay? They will never get at it. They got everything I get, the devices I have on there to keep it locked. They got Mucky, and also I got my little tool. It helps me out when I need it. This is all money that could carry over from last month. The 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. There's 5,000 here. That's one. Yeah, me and Miles, we don't lend money out, we don't give money away, you know what I mean? We learned the hard way. People don't pay you back. I know this is a bleed-in from yesterday, but I'm just trying to let people know, man. I'm just trying to let people know. Don't fall into the trap of, and don't fall into the manipulation of how you got to take care of the family. Well, you remind them that you have a family too in the States. All right, this is all bleed over. All right. Now, what I usually do, if I have leftover, okay, I have leftover money from last month. What I do is, say if I got 20,000 pesos left from last month, I'll go to the ATM and I want to get 30,000 out, or you know, whatever. What I do is I try every first of the month, or the second of the month, or third of the month. What I do is I bring it back up to 50,000 in the kitty, and that's why I disperse it. You know, the fruit of the house allowance and all this other stuff. I don't call it, I hate that word allowance because Miles is not a child, alright? But, and it's been working for 5 years, man. It's been working really well for 5 years. We don't let, like I said, we don't let any money out. Tell your sad story to somebody else because I really don't care. You get that way, man. You get that way after so many times you're told these stories, and then they promises, oh, I'll pay it back, and freaking nothing. Nothing. You know, and I'm one of these type of people, man. I'm straight to the point. I try to be as honest as honest. If I can't be honest about something, or if I'm trying not to divulge any private information, I just don't say anything at all, okay? But that's just the way we live, and it works very well for Miles and myself, you know. And like I said, when the old guilt trip or manipulating stories is, well, how about Miles' family? I said, well, how about my family? How about my family? You know, they have never lied to me. How about my family? I'm serious, man. I know I'm probably pissing off some people, but I'm just straight up honesty. You get tired of that. You get tired of, you know, what you need. Don't tell me what I need to do. Don't tell me what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't. And like I said, I know I'm gonna piss some people off, but you know, people don't want to hear the truth. They only want to hear what they want to hear. You got to be honest, man. You're 6,000 miles away from home. You can't get a job here in the Philippines, okay? Unless you got some good investments where you got money coming in, you know, you're living on either a retirement fund or you're living on Social Security. You ain't got time to be playing freaking games with people, man. You don't have time to think, oh, I'm gonna get, if I go lending out all this money, you know, I'm gonna make a lot of money getting it back with interest. Good freaking luck with that. Why do you think that guy was unalived? Why do you think he was unalived? Because he started asking for the money. Do I know that for a fact? That's what I'm hearing. And yeah, I know, you only believe maybe 5% what some of the people put out on YouTube, you know. I just showed you what I do. That's all I can do. I can't say, well, Billy Bob says down the street that you should do that. I don't do that shit. That is so freaking ridiculous. That's so ridiculous. Don't tell me what Billy Bob's doing. You tell me what you're doing and tell me if it's working or not. I don't give a damn what Billy Bob is doing. That's just the way I am, man. And some people have a hard time with that. Isn't that right, Miles?
What?
There you go. I like to, you know, I was told a long time, I lead by example. Don't use other people as example where the story's exaggerated 100 million times because it's been passed down from content creator to content creator. And then the one says, oh, I've been talking to this person. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. No. All right, man. That's what I got. That's what I do today's the 2nd. All right, I'm a day late. Usually I do it on the 1st. I put 10,000 in Gcash. I got my weekly fund because it's not a freaking allowance. We're not 5 years old. We're not 10 years old. Okay, the house fund for the week. That's all done. It's all down. It's all that. It's all good. It's all good. And I want to ask you guys a question. If you would do, if you were in my shoes, where you most likely had to go back to the States, okay? And my major concern is Miles, okay? Miles, I don't give a shit about anybody else. I'm talking about Miles, okay? When I get back to the States, I'm going to Navy Federal to get a debit card for Navy. I'm going to get Miles put on my Navy Federal, okay? And I'm going to get her a debit card. I'm going to send it to her. And then when she gets it, I'll walk her through getting a PIN number. So all she has to do, she don't have to worry about PNB where things could happen, okay? Well, all she got to do is walk down the ATM and get some money out for the week or for the month. Does that sound like a good idea, Miles? What do you think about that? I think it's a good idea. I was thinking about that this morning. If I had to go back to the States, I'm going to go to Navy Federal Credit Union, the bank I belong to. Navy Federal, Miles.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me some type of response instead of sitting there staring at me. And then I'm going to get your name put on my account, get you a debit card, an ATM card. I'll send, don't give it to me, don't do it, they can give it to me right on the spot. Okay? Hopefully. I'm going to send it to you through FedEx or whatever, but as soon as you get it, we'll have a conversation and I'll get you a PIN for it, the 4-digit PIN. Well, all you got to do is walk down to this ATM here and get it out. And we ain't got to worry about nobody. I'm telling you, I heard some horror things. I mean, if you all have good times and good luck with your bank, Philippine bank, great. Great, man. But I've heard people go in, they put money in there, they go back a week later and 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 pesos missing. Now, sounds like a good idea to you? I think it is. I think I'm a genius. I'm just joking. All right, man. I'll talk to you later.